Yo, anuanom, mechiachia obi biala. Na mijitum se obi biala so ehho ye. Me so me ho ye papa. Boni biala nim. Na msa so ho ye. Boni biala nim. Na nanom no chedi ampase. Se inyina ye ho ye. Na ye dia sumdue hiem bi. Me se ene uhumi a wo hwemfo nyina da machi a wa wonim ne ntia bewa. Tine ehun nyansa bebo mama na ye bio. Sansa de crop poti ntia bewa no mfonyin na da machi no ada na odi ache. Na se ne bidi kan machi amo no. Pesa ma nyina monya fonya. Na so menya fonya akwa aba. Ene ya dwen kire eba be kire e wo na dwumedi so. Eye nchele pi isa se nyame ya do mechina e kodwuma. Neso so epese ha de ba ko ne mienu ne miensa bi asebi memi susie no susie mu no ebetimi aya de papa bi daache se empo won mo sese onu tie no won betie de adwuma binya no yenim Kevin Tailor obeja bonto ase from Kevin. Yes, yenim no yenim eniema hodo bebra abrante waye na ebere bi etwa mu na nipa bebre timi kase eye MP NDC amanyuku no NDC amanyuku no won man kasa fraka tuni ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena ye obi a sponsor nipa semesi e fa ne Kevin ama wo disrespect etitiru eninti abrempon akatachie ni akese na me yobi a ade a mempe ene satini atini me card ya me de mani hu ne de maso ate ene ade e no kore ena mpese beka iti me all this while o musa me and this as a political party me mpena sem that's all this while me tirim me konkomwa manye ani da na ne eti amanye ni se me susue no madwi me hu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Sebi enyado one, or you too mature. Second, or your law abided. Obi or abide with law. After the atossimiensa, me who say, or you be a Sebi or public appearance or you humble. Near Tossinine. Me say who say, Sebi, why you see carry, what the idea be a wee? Obi or you see carry a baby or mampenina wee. Sebi, what be a wee, or a minister, why you win, then I said be a 2 about manico position. Or coffee Kevin Tailor. Se omeyi nipa na nansenya se justice tokono no a mpache ma modini ya mfa ncheme na nansempo na Ghana nsem no mi hunu mu kakra Supreme Court justice a no ye justice a wodo mu nyina no efe no tokono no enemu heya ye suspending ma mini bia tokunu yo tokunu ya suspending ni bia wodwene ho a wonti ase na da bia me kase me ansa nam de ma no beto bibi mu no me nim se enyame nam de ma no tuma ma sebi bibi asesa na eso ka hu se enso kitenkete ena matoaye ma enso kitenkete yan kase be create tensions ti se Ghana mpani for free say baby on mo te no mu untouchable or have to rethink again. They have to rethink again. Esa se ne ya woni panum bia frɛ nipa nye obi a ne yehufo enye obi a ne suro prison ko enye obi a ne suro sabi se obewu ne asie no nye obi a saa kane adwen no twem enne ma no aye yaba no ya dwen different it is obi fi se on the akotena ba bi no fi se asoja for ball no ho ban a police for ball no ban to mu yon touchable. They should think again. They should think na Mami suspension by me ma fuma no antum da. Esa se me yobi o ha, me hwa de din ansa na me ma no atum. Enye ma sante semo a. Sansem we kura no me ka me fuma no antum. Na so se wonya betena media no so a. Asa na we get used to a lot of eniema concern o ma wetim. A concern nipa o no no sign. Ti asem ne ba wa hwe na do no kotum. Mami, a lot of appeal against it. Almost a lot of secret cameras on what a restaurant crowd did some judges. There was an accusation, said, Wa Bible judges in Fangusia. Now the I want to say, why was that compulsory a friend say spell? I didn't hear na near force so. Na was the idea some tono so. Sane, wa abuse financial a friend say law of the state or whatever it is. But mama, according to my explanation, he say, I entitled so unknown in the family. Echo holidays. If Seme and yes sanity, obey me at me. Say I'm mamma no ma quite say. What in the family call holidays? And to one be a la. What form of mine and melano, about man and man is acunyano. As so, yeah, for so you never ho. And your coffer just to see how that in her by. Omo 9 and na ye wura. Ye fan His Excellency John Doman Mahama. Appointee womu to Supreme Court. Momo swelly in. Na Michelle Papay join this so. Ye o kasa wode no krone pepepe ye. Ene me say, said ye Ghana mamranti en ebe adwuma. Na on feli ni panim. And I say, oh, nyina bibia te se favoritism, tribalism, nothing. And I say political actions. Eso emwa attentia ya ana emwa atten for emfa mo bibia. No dem ran be adwuma papa ye odem finfi. I personally listen to you. Yes, I'm ready. Now you Kevin Tailor. This guy have defamed a lot of people. What disrespected Ghana judicial system, no? What disrespected wordum. Nemrebitia wordum. I don't know. No. A son said, what say? Ghana justice system, watch almost over your column for. Watch almost so evidence, actually say. Who on naked pictures, need video, who a lot of allegation against corruption in Yama El Coso. A war, Supreme Court, and now say judicial system. It's a justice bako, walk was samao. Samao, and my best that was 2020 the money samao. Me, my former to me that. And I know win team in Magana because not sabrin and peeping and a wabamo. Dina win team in Magana. And ye chair yana Ghana for Kotuaba. And on what the man His Excellency John Doman Mahama. E wo mo na yete sa wa bagana me am national security board ho ban ade am for woni hu ye de me meka bi anche biala na yese wasa ye court appearance wa asema na e wo Supreme Court no wa basa obeko eno yese nyante yese ma national security a omobo ho ban enen em se nra no wo de court no na yese court no sanhye court no to asem nagu na na yeti court no to asem nagu ni se one no justice bafo che bafo asem no de bae no papa ye o champion se wo take ma wo konya na yeti wo so anu asem eti court se justice fo num no mutena asem no so emu nan akwa afa a support wo Kevin Tailor na se Ghana no you know I swear to God Ghana she wo she a friend is saying 1992 constitution no Article 126 section 2 no or catch or say order 50 rule 2 of CIL 47 grants superior court summary jurisdiction to address contempt. Etu ha etra say obi biala obe disrespecting court based on this emra a 1992 constitution ho obi obe disrespecting court e defame court and na say obi a what obeka some want me provide evidence ato court no so ato individual bi o ye adwuma o court ni mu no say ni pa no why contempt there is a video publication sir and what bontene it's not like someone obi na aseda trust matter no so this guy sat every time on social media, accusing everyone, disrespecting everybody, and saying all sort of words against people. It is if 1902 Constitution no akachiraye. I first Article 126, cross section 2. So what be was say, okay, order 50 rule 2 of CI 47 grant superior court summary jurisdiction to address contempt. And to I say. The multi-thread cases involve individuals who made contemptuous statements on the radio talk show, which were deemed to undermine the authority of the Supreme Court a recent graphic articles reported on a case where a high court issued an arrest warrant for contempt against an individual for comments made on social media. So why is Kevin Tailor's situation different? We're crowded, a comment made, what could be classified as a alleged case, but this guy on the video, saw evidence against the court. What confess say judicial system no justice for no yakrom for omo repito omo naked videos or these are what he himself said on the video. What is above contempt than this? If this guy was picked according to 1992 Constitution, Article 126, cross section 2, next year see I first say first row 50 row 2 of CI 47 this one. I didn't know where the intimation. Now that means Ghana. The Emrantian Maba one number bonsene. Now I'm said to be a political side drum. No, I had too many in the drums of many years. It is the politicians and also be a dear man your stomachy. Or the customer no cry, you don't want to listen to them. It's answer what do you know damn not also. All the political party do a lot of damn dance. It is to be no speculative information concerning the certain things that cost war. People with a serious thinking don't want to believe them. But the told be so and I no correct. I told be an no correct. Just a crow for a cassa. Woman want to say before opposition tea. And one more can someone to you're right. It's a John Dovani Mahama so. But then one point here we had the court Supreme Court no have exposed you so one and I was sponsor Kevin Tailor. I know brother son Kevin Tailor bagana. So Kevin Tailor feel say he don't work under you and you're now supervising no chair the car. 2020 more. About 2024 and the contempt warrant in the demand. And yet then the war judge I wanna see Roba Mirafoodi. And yet then I would me trust it warrant no. So we young justice. Are you allowed to give a warrant? Now I just want to go through some of the information and there. Moko can look at face. Also still look at face. Miss me face in your pencil. Bye bye. Moko can, and this is very, very intriguing. Or say important of upholding judicial authority. Or say that the judiciary plays a crucial role in maintaining the rule of law and ensuring fairness and justice. Upholding the integrity and authority of the court is essential for stable and functioning democracy. Is that what happened today? Is that what happens today? Is that the duty, the fairness duty? Is that what happens today? Did the judiciary know? What the law requires as Bibia Emra Ekuninu some did you mano sana moya okoto enrano. Did you obey the laws? Especially in 1992 Constitution. Did you obey it? So that comes to the mind. Actually said Sawusha even contempt in the face of court should not remain allowed because it violates Article 19 and 11 of the 1992 Constitution. Why? We just want to ask a simple questions. Why? Video ni wase way or contempt court, judges, and individual as well. We just want to understand. And you know that means wo amane buama. No, and you amane buama. Emmanuel wo a friend say for back we need say. What obey a video I can say. What is say also omo catch or say Kevin Tailor Bagana, you immigration officer? All of you, 50 words is in your mouth. Is that how an honorable minister have to address a concerns citizens are putting as a question to you? Is that how you have to respond to them? Such futy. Anna, you the two minimum we na mukwegina ho. What can I say you're untouchable? Is that not the issue here? Kevin Tailor's case have clearly shown say Kevin Tailor was working under the NDC administration. They were the paymasters for him. They were the people paying him to assault, attack, insult, disrespect, and also doing all sort of nonsense and all yeah, with a fake document and also provided on. I didn't for once, want me supposed to the documents I know showed in the Saboba was want me supposed to be on one Kasa official website. So I'm a young Kasa, young Kohe. Near verify where those informations are coming from and the source of those informations. So, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, just a humble question. You are my president, but we just want to ask you, why could you chip so low? How? In what method? Can you behave like that? What penny anymore? You act like Osra before. So how could you disrespect the same law and give you the warrant to become a president? Why? Why? I don't understand. I am trying to understand, but I don't understand. I didn't know penny for. Yeah, you have to ensure the proper law in the constitution be effective and enforced. Are being abused by you, the people in power. You are abusing the same law. You are misusing the same laws. You are making sure to use in your own benefit and self-interest. How can we run a country like that? If a certain people was picked because they make a comment that was against 1992 Constitution, Article 126, cross section 2, was against the defaming the judicially, the court, the constitution, everything. They were picked. It wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three. This has happened so many times. But this person one is different. Accusations upon accusations. Accusations upon accusation. So we just want to ask. Yes, you might not respect people down here. But remember, we are too powerful than you. Mamu nyama say, mu control Ghana military, mu control Ghana police. Eti mu power na yemo dia. When the youth begin to rise, emranti ani maba wa yeso oru musori Ghana mu ba yebo. Mu ba yebo. Enoti na mu intimidate emranti ani maba wa no. Mu intimidate wo mu with all sort of everything and employment mu dey intimidate wo mu because one person be independent. 1% incredible independence, we must sorry the right, the power from more abusing this kind of law. What's the enforced? Who is Kevin Tailor? We just want to know who is Kevin Tailor. Huh? Adai, this guy have disrespected everyone. Basically disrespected everyone. What about the Criminal Defense Act? Huh? The Criminal Defense, what about that one? What about that one? Huh? What if because I and mammy have a bow and mammy have a coon and I want to gun a ho and a yatima boakine and a no cankai and a quasi penny and a conya be a woman here and a tisabri and a colan with the baby pameto. And this guy will be a dimrado so. What dimrado so? Afamra quanso, as you know. And now say when you said not by any power, not by was on no bus, check the near contempt betcheno, wama. But NDC bar power and waba. What makes me a dinner and say, Nemona Momano? National security is protected. In what basis? National security is only there to supervise the needs of the security threat. Security needs the requirement of the country. Not of any useless individual. Ebi also so Kevin Tailor on taxes for Ghana. Kevin Tailor on taxes for Ghana. And Kevin Tailor is not any high official from any state or any other country. He is a Ghanaian. He is a Ghanaian. An ordinary Ghanaian would die a position. And if Kevin Tailor yet me use Susika a taxpayers' money. And leverage a national security. Say protecting one. That means we live in a very monkey republic with monkey leaders And we live in a jungle with animal house president and animal house governors. Because I don't understand. It's above my understanding. People are in the country. One mutonsio, a bit topolo, a bit ton achemon, a bit tonka, a bit tobo fruit, a bit ton bantine body. All these people are here for. Yet you want to take it. And crowd for you, the teacher for bread near the taxes. One more tunto a friend is ice water. You want to take it. All these people are contributing to the country revenue. And not been no one national security in the car. Now, Crawford no more. I do not deserve equal protection. And yet you will be on your taxes. Wabamiaman national security protection. That means you are protecting him because you are the same person I'm going to turn into monster. One man here monster. One now providing the source of information to disgrace people, to attack and put division. So he was playing a tribal rule and divide rules. Tension and no create. Tension and no create. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable in all standard. In all standard. How could this happen? None of you what you say, Mr. Mahama, with all due respect. I didn't know person or Ghana mamara. What person abusing Ghana Mrana and as I say, you are how walk of Fajma Bedu. Or be out no contempt that's war courts. Or be a while for writing the court's invitation. Yeah, Mela the same article I make. A just will be or yes, have to be arrested. Or be a what Tim Walku, one nanti court water so, say court is so mra. Now, I was say a chin. This guy, and premier standing in our court. Contempt than the so. Contempt than the so. Mosharia, woo, ya John Don, one nominating say. One coin friend say, committee no na. Where they as well, obey what this over me Ednako. A peacoat, because why compare my NDC? So Ghana Mamano, and now what the award and Crawford more abusing the same law, no. Hey, Ghana. Na me kwa dia me asante ni kwa me woka bia se me kwa me jimi fo bi kra ma nipa. Wo ma beni. Wo mai pa beni. Wo me yetimu a ekoji loan ebesi market o mine. Yeah, hade. You okay?
Yeah.
Vivian. So defamation law now. So defamation law na ka say me wo say Ghana legal system recognize defamation as a common law tort encompassing both written or printing defamation and slander spoken defamatory. Eti so okwa according to Ghana judicial law no so be a defaming na defamation on pakro no say ya chiro and I say ya printe and idea or video. So this guy have defamed everyone. Defame everyone. Yeah, no, also part of the criminal act. This guy have defamed. What defame will be? And Ghana accept the Defamation Act is also another common act under the Criminal Defense Act. And why is he free? A quan bear son is setting free. A be a namen TSC. A be a namen asma mekan. A be a namia. I'm just speaking. I don't understand. It is not there in 1992 Constitution. And I mean, can't. But if this is indeed the law, what we need to make sure, especially you, the judges and the justices, needs to ensure this law empowered and enforced and effectively works, that makes you a legal practitioner. It makes you a lawmaker. It makes you to be called justices. A person on person catch him some justice. Abraham Muntimi for justice and fairness in your journal. How? So whatever he says there, nobody should accuse Kevin Tailor. Ghana justice for no. Yeah, more Supreme Court and High Court. Was the most useless, most hopeless, more kind of correct, more criminals, more we are near, more corrupt. Moyen some phone and kwasia for according to Kevin Tailor was so bad exposing because money na niama bebre ho amoya ono ekurano. So it is true. And I was say we should I was like ye tie na no asem answer. Okay. Papa wo nansi ya do call Supreme Court to be say busa say. Did the law wa na wo say so akosua law ye ensua law ni bi. Me be say busa mo say law na okosua 1992 Constitution no Article 126 no e kasafa se wo bi be kasatia court no anaso bi be totra to court no so anaso bi be kanyanya sem bia to court no so anaso bi me make a certain comment bi afa court no ho esesa court no e chi na nasa mo nche no ana o kasa wo si eti onipa na ansa na ya ma walanta na sa wo si eti onipa na ansa papa for judge for muguso, shame unto you. 1, 2, 3. Bakuno Tosofon. Shame unto all of you, political judges, political justices, political opinion leaders, political color representatives, political personality, and workers for the government. That is what you are. No wonder. Said this guy was so brave talking. Because of whom said, MPP for big dear, they forget their own homes. Phone fee. And to one say be another will receive the punishment. I mind this year power. And it's nano din. Now, and Crawford me lawless for. And na ebe crow man. So be a Ghana who do not respect any law. We are not trying to make young cancer was set. Koye near be a basabasa. But a mrana ne abusing mrakunkruno a ball man or bano. It's also a nipa. Police in Ibas or bet you one. No catch and some running judgment to one quad will be a fire. See, national security for both fear. No more the warranty bar. I was sick to hear from you and son of my bro warrant. So one man warrant answer and I call both fear the OPB a fire. Yes, because they have set that typical example today. And people that basically follow this sitting, they sat there giving the verdict, was unbelievable. Was one of a kind. Was something we can never forget in the history of Ghana, according to our basis of laws. It is sudden. And very pathetic. How could this happen? This is not about politics. This is nothing to do with politics. But this have clearly shown, say, what done in the politics. This have clearly shown. Because you appoint him, you are John Domani appoint him, cranche. And chai. Mummy any a quasiabako. Kwame boy, if you so. And it is if this behavior continues, it tells us that we are not saving our own land. So because we are a pem, body drew, the Lord did not consider the person, but yes, still classify the person, say, you've stored it. You do not have any right to steal another person's property. Near to be sentencing the panodia. Ghana only belongs to the politicians. It belongs to the people that works under the politicians. It belongs to their own family members. It belongs to the power they share amongst themselves. It belongs to the looting, they're looting and taking our property into their own personal shelves. And that is what Ghana belongs to them. So if you are youth now, I answer there. Protect yourself. You do not have any protection in that country call Ghana, you do not have any protection at all, especially in our judiciary. You do not have any protection. So you have making a certain assumption. That's the assumption of coming to reality there. It means Ghana is one of the most... We can sue the whole country and the leaders. Just a year, making that country ungovernable because that is what they want. They will continue taking advantage of our meekness and our weaknesses and our kindness and our love. Ghana. If they begin to receive bad names across the continent, they will begin to work and enforce the law. This is so evil. It is so evil. The law has been abused. It has been taken advantage of. The law has been given to those the privilege possessed. And this is bad. Papa for Muguso, shame unto you. And shame unto all of you that are behind this and are jubilating. Because this guy, because of him, we have made another history in Ghana for abusing the legal law according to 1992 Constitution. The legal law has been abused. And it is sad. Very, very sad. It shouldn't be happening like that. It shouldn't be. If you watch this guy's video, you vomit. Some of the painful words or best express it to people. And someone had puja painful was what they call. Yes, I am not surprised. Somebody sat out there. Let me be an so bekuminipa. So bebu mlana so contempt dana so. As you are nominating the song called appeal court. Wow! O mine. What do you know what time Santa for? The bedroom while you any not on bedroom no muscle. Wouldn't yet charge it for? Ah? Turn what on? The heater. Are you cold? Yeah? Wouldn't yet charge it for? Come here, man. Wouldn't yet in enough for? So you can keep on twisting your waist. And you were there. Yeah? What time one? Be one and Timon Besson Benyantias here. What time will be one way a customer or crocodile mujibility? What time will be a shame woman or the essay? Now, boy sense because of a certain group of people, binti. And you can be yama, certain group of people, no, said your mamma ben yamdi, and the young man said, Bra, me a some to me. Me can be as he can't come in for. Mumu be no more bo. Ya mumu be ya do back or two see a near 200 million. What now, membrana say? What now, a party a kata woni? Kapatio, yeah, but sebi, sister brother, and you woote. Me MPP ya boni ameka. I be for every omudi matem. And this is for ya dear ne ya meka. Nancy ya don't the money mahama ko kumase. Okoka about development once me be praising no. I was happy. But we should not be people who no brain. Me and Trawo Yenny party said ye adjene. Said ye cost ye guso because of a encrophobic more tiny. Ye besha ma say. Ebe bankuro boom, me bra. My sister, ebe bankuro boom. Sure, you will never know where you will meet a hard rain. When in baby a bishi and sukasi, in so I know a dang ewa brabo. Now we need to hear for. It is an Sakonya no hosi a stop posania. We should all come together to stop it. Kevin Tailor have to go to jail. I was so koje. Because what contempt against the legal law. What defaming nipa bebre. What also tribal tensions that emrano so ebra. Emrane bra. Emrane bra so biela obe koso. And may be a day tribal way obe chatro obe disrespecting and penning for. What's emrane kan? Obi odidi penning for atem yin emrane kan. So obi odi mpanifo atem na wo se yede ntum. Elek baba why? Etimi nua no baby ya free akọ. Pa omo madwene mo bi nam na o makasa. Nye people like you. We should be very conscious or alert. Send your men na ekoso ani humi. Bra sister. NDC ba no abe ni open oko. MPP ba no abe ni open oko. Obi na be ba no ye do obi tena position na o ma abuse him la no oko. Obi na ye position be ma no misuse financial no oko. Nothing is happening because omu nyina dey looters. Waba Ghana for atwa ba man. Afi my. What shall see abuse Ghana law for your own selfish interest? Wow. Wow. Naka Mira no. Anka sebi. Yeni akaye ni mlei. Ana moma betna bonte no mo cheche yembra. Se mra we yesia yedu betum we yesia obeye we naka moma cheche ye mra no naka ye yesua na yetimi amoma na koso. Ye ni mo na ye de sa to mi no amamo mo na makon school wo hu nimdie na fi ye ni mra no mo na mama ye ken kamera no e kire mra ni ye de by force and research mra no na ye kamera no de kire mo amunim esase mo mfa nyadwuma esase mo tietia so esase mo mfa ho ni ebesie since be boa ma mo political party etime adwuma de mo mfa ho we what did the chief remember tem? What did the Achima Buakwahina tem? What did the Nodness atem? What did the Infantifo tem? What did the Ayafan say? Colan, what did Colan the Quarasword, or the baby patato? What did the Asante Hinatem? What did the Ahimfu Bebro do on Matem? Or in a one in a tem and a for Domahene, or do need not because on a corner crana. I know one who crew me and a papa as soon in a tep. I cause so much pains. Ya wona hokura onye save nipa bi betimi dia dia bon. So better no I was here chin to na I release that kind of stress and hatred that nipa bebre emuni firi ho. Nipa o tisese. Na judge se tese mo akakraka efise mo de mra ne be yadwuma. Ama ye mo ayenimu no afide adwubileti. Na criminals a wokro ni mu no. Yetimi achi wo mo deport wonum ko omukrom yetimi ama sanity and sincerity ye adwuma na ye nam ye street so a ya feel proud na system a sha se adwuma na pisa sa na ebesie ni e free system no be sha se adwuma ni e free system no be e be imposed ye be imposed ama ye effective sa na e wrong wonu anya ho apia fi court dem I lifting the shoulders. Just someone just more respect him for okrom ho. Eh, ya be sorry o. Obia be sorry. Obia be so be kakra politician mo ba okrom wa ba bom se akromfo. Mo betina parliament house ne first house the demo president. Samo so man krofo so mo mra yen krom betu petro ne ayi try to say god ne man be bosan krofo ne sakromfo. Ye be o man on governable. Eti momma mra no nsa ase anya dwuma na sanity nso nya dwuma momma mra no nsa ase anya effective na obia fa no ho ento mra no so na dachi mu ni ho a o man na timi ekipi won na o man no timi agina na tebi e fe no peaceful country in Africa enya sa mo bebe beto brebi politicians amanyofo Magdes ebeto be mbekọ kuro bi aso babo mo ekuro bi mbesi obram na ten maba obabum te sade omo bo akromfo esanse mo Ghana be yiw Ghana benye wu ebenyanko ebe pro ebe titio ejina mo amanyofo mo nyina mo so amanyofo mo nya papa mo nyina mo ya kromfo mo ya kwotwefo Munyina, moya sansafo. Na ka we die no an say na ame. Judge moa. Ehu se dabi. Emrani kasi ti ade a wa akwae wo ye wotomra. Na onu asobi woni mamra. Akosi no no age warrant di atodo so. Wo say yenyi warrant mfini so. Na yintie na no asem ansa. Sa na mra de ka. Na wo mo amko peke wo mo radio station ni FM station no e. Ha? Wo mo amko peke wonum our radio station is FM station so no e. Ha? Asomo de warrant na kopeki wo mu nyina. Chesemran dibi eni bi. Kevin Tailor. Se wo president na aba na mra na anya adwuma wo so a. Nature. Kama be adwuma wo so. Kama any nature na nkasa mu beteki wo no ani stake. Aye adwuma wo so. Ewi ase yese totopakọ na abehia udifo. No obi anim se kedo koi ya bab panish wa na de ka bi kura beto so near the community ayi bi ato so ebi yese ko free unless e bi o mbesa rekọ asem no e bia no mo sabe e betena asem e bia Kevin Tailor sasiye mo gana fo e tan a mo de ahye mumu no eso obo abusua ba ko po ye wo abusua bi wo ha ye nyina ye ba ko amento ni asetena anane wakodi regi bi mu no bi so wo regi mi mu eso ba ye wo ta wunia politics for okro ya na criticize e ba woni ya wo sha ase na odi asante for atem left and right edi chia mi atem left and right so na mo ti ase mo ye more fire ai na ye no ho na Kevin Tailor na more fire so ho more fire no de ju mu chief imam so no more fire no de ju nkremofo so no more fire na mo choro konkon kola no o de ju so o de bebe padoto obi ani so ade so me kura menti bi da ha more fire no de ju achewe bu akwa hene so hwate ni abranti di acheme bu akwa hene hwate ni tibika se menchi akonya ni nyina tese hwate ni abranti wotimi di akufuado hwate ni wodi nipa na pese di wosi enentafo moa hwase di wosi di asantefo moa ena mo afrafrafo akwada mo moa ena fulani fo nipa akwa woi asati free so nko no obi betimi achitwini dwe na satum obi betimi de nsa kan obi ewo krono mo se wodidi mahamatem ana obi betimi de nsa kan obi se wodidi judge ni ya na lawyer ni bi atem ewo Ghana ni mo ene se na mo pese kuduro ana ehye because we was some de law na mo pass na preko na ebeka act no o some bo modern ade ye mra so obi adi judge atem obi ay contempt o because why contempt kwa man dominating some modern ko appeal court enti dey maybe ya mo nkrofo we ya manim na obeba mo nkrofo we ya manim na obeba o enti se mo manim na obeba dia be kura judgment we kire se wodwuru wawi ni ebe kirem se fete e fita ana de munim nkwe na mo aba na aba indeed munyina mo ho so ho se mo politicians munya tumia mu MP eti Ghana for mu ntimi make a decision ampa mo sa politicians here we na ye manage ye kuro ye muru wo mo se bibi no na ye manage ye kuro You see my iron my uniform for me. Huh? Catch don't go and call him. No, go call him. Go call him. Tell him to come and do it. Yeah. Yeah, had be. Oh, yeah, customary laws na. Customary laws no such repeat. What acquire? Why you too much contempt in so many areas? So many areas. Anya bako, anya mienu, anya miensa. That's what you say. NDC for na so man ampa. Wow, NDC for. Enti dia na mo pesa mo kan na mo ntimi nka. Mo na pesa mo di atem. Mo di ya ahemfo akese atem. Mudi other religious leaders mudi o matam na muntimi nka na mo de fa Kevin Tailor so wow mama national security ampa indeed wow okay so here the customary law say disrespecting behavior towards kin can be interpreted as a variation of see that. Okay. I say disrespecting your customary law. No offense is nibini. I say disrespectful behavior towards a king can be interpreted as variations of customary law, which governs aspects of chieftaincy and social orders. The Pacific penalties vary across different ethnic groups and chieftaincies, but they often involve in a combination of fines, community services, and even more severe punishment like banishment. Enforcement. Customary laws are typically enforced by the king and his chiefs, with the kings holding or ultimate power. And the other chieftaincy act 2018, 2008 chieftaincy act, and also I was saying, so will be ebe didia him for them. Will be didia him for them. Ebe gina bontere atoto him for whom I can't say much him for. And one chief says, "Show my son." Send pano. Offense say oh honey bini say. Yetimi e panisheno. Yetimi ma e fine no mo tue tika kese. Anas yetimi twanesu. Some more make room ho. Na afi so ahemfo no what to me say. O making sure say ni pete say yetimi di no to prison. Akwawe is walking free in the street of Ghana with national security protection, taxpayers' money. I swear to me, we won't share taxes for Ghana. Hoda. I swear to me, sika. Ya de show we national security the boy who buying. Both wrote in sika. National security at the boy who buying. Ah, Mrs. J. Mensa. I like you so much, but honestly speaking, so your bad time in the typical example, Quran, who know ba? What that challenge behaviors now. Wo cry by what you send now you can to the mental home. Bro or see woman, are you okay? No, I am not okay. I am mad like your own mother. Bye bye. Why? Stupid fools, you don't want to learn. And it's and I saw a gun. In the same section also, our defamation, another offense, a criminal defense act, you know. And also say defamation and also and die. So you can get a severe punishment. A very severe punishment for disrespecting leaders, kings, chiefs, and stuff like that. How many offenses no why? Too many. About defamed one defamatory act. You know? Why yeah? After about defend criminal act no. What the end be brak ton so about disrespecting religious leaders, kings, why yin na. After ye a hands so. Please, obey we ya. Why don't you see that? I don't know for why in Koso. Why? Mommy bear said 20 minutes, maybe it's here now or catch him on some to me from my channel content. Maybe some show the videos in it. Mr. Catcher. Wow. Oh, I think I can be after. Pesa me in any picture. Oh, yeah, no. Oh.
have not seen anything before. After this, I'm going to go to the Supreme Court. Me say, tomorrow you make judgment. Judge Yao Ampao. You say you make judgment tomorrow. Me, I'll bring the Supreme Court down on its knees. No judge can step outside. I'm telling you people. I have one person, one old woman I talk to, who always advises me. One old woman in Ghana, one old woman about 90 years. I told her today, Mom, this I will not let it go. She's been begging me for a week. I will bring the Supreme Court down. Because you people are not ready to deliver justice. See, I will come to that issue. All right. Where are we? Umaru Sanda reports harassment by SWAT officers. Shut up, Umaru. You are lucky. All right. So there is a petition. That petition for a live telecast of election petition 2020. It should happen. In any civilized nation, that should be live on TV. Even all the way back in 2012, and so sophisticated in technology. We watched all the...
Onward yet to say. Freedom of press relief near that day, freedom of information team. Petition they call Supreme Court. I was here broadcasting live. But more the way at what me call Supreme Court. Yenya live broadcast. Near who how proceedings in Lucifer Coy. Huh? You should have announced because this guy have stepped every toe. And if he actually knew the law, no cause set content. No what because obe bring the judicial in it down, obe criminal, obe make it judicial in useless, obe mabamunis. Even this was 2000 and I think it was 2024 or something like that. 2000 was it 2020? I think it was 2020. We refer exact time or yes, our statement to me. This guy has been continuously disrespecting the highest authority of the land, which is the Constitution. But to be high justice is for and what me at say I disrespect it and Milano by giving justice and deserve it to Kevin Tailor. Ebi also na yi ba kuni. No kwam de made it to hefa. Oh. I'm not sure. Hey, me ra wo. Me sansen sim say na mbesem de manu betum bet me ra. Okay. Yeah, ne at their course was saying. Summary of the motion on notice to invoke the supervision jurisdictions by the Supreme Court filed by Kevin Tailor seeking to squash a warrant of arrest issued by a High Court Commercial Division on January 16, 2020. Kevin Tailor, as the applicant, filed the motions with the Supreme Court of Ghana pursuant to Article 132 of 1992 Constitution and Rule 61, Section 1 of the Supreme Court Rule 1996 C116. What you mean passy? What chemu Rule 50 no? What chemu offense 126 no? Call 132 in the same cross section. After was saying he sought an order of first a citation to bring up and quash a warrant of arrest issued by His Lordship L.H. Bafo, J.A., sitting as an additional High Court judge against Kevin Tailor in Republic versus Eugene Bafo Bonny, and 4 other cases, number CR 904/17. The High Court warrant issued following a scandalous video circulating on social media deemed contemptuous of the courts. The applicant's core argument of squashing the warrant are breach of natural justice or the atarampatam, The High Court issued a warrant for his apprehension without first giving him an opportunity to be heard on the allegation. He was never served with the alleged scandalous video or order to appear and show the cause. Second, procedurally irregularity. The warrant was not issued in accordance with any legal sanction proceeding, as contempt proceeding typically involved a summons to appear before an arrest warrant is issued, unless there is non-compliance. After you say, a law of law on the face of the records, the High Court held by directing his arrest before providing an opportunity to answer the changes, thereby what? I'm coming. Thereby undermining his fundamental right to liberty. This was nonsense. He went to the court. This is what one judge for. E could jin hokaye. Say abra onomo S7 abano ya judge bafo che bafo boni no S7 sa warrant no. Court na amana konya. Enti wonu mosem. But this is nonsense in most of his case. Obi a watch the video so. It's not like he said Obi said that day alleged accusation at torso nyakasa allegedly. But who video so? There is a video evidence. Yeah, what can watch it even some of your video cry says here. Accusing the judicial say, "Omo ya corrupt, omo naked pictures, who say, omo ya cronfo, and then five gosia, obe mad judges for omo knees, obe corrupt, says obe corrupt Ghana Supreme Court, and five gosia, a lot of things and that kind. This is on records. It was basically on records. To say Kwabitina, ready stage be a refinity, and making a statement to be against Ghana Judicial, you know. You may copy can with warrant. Yeah, young seven warrant, yan several letters on your warrant. Ya mau yan several letter, and yen tear one no seven so and son your warrant. Warrant teacher said they have made proper investigation and they think they have to further investigation to pick you and make sure one more pick you we are no mono by and time interrogations, you know. They have to further the investigation with other departments and other organizations that are equally integrate what that section of a section of organization and no way Juma and Acho. Just how section 1, 2, 3 so. In the same 1992 constitution say, Yama Kunya, why did you have to jump 1, 2, 6? Cross section 2, 1 and 2. Why did you have to cross that? And then what about the rule 50? What about the rule 50? CI, walk 16, one jump one go on him. And these judges knew very well. And yes, sir, Bafu Bonnie is accusing you by alleged so being a catcher and our man here. It is on video records. So why yeah? Was it a teacher who human right fundamentals? Nana who cause emotional? Would defaming Crawford, disrespecting Crawford? I didn't throw Chan Crawford, so now they not equal human rights. Why are those people not served right? But you are giving that human right and freedom. Huh? So, I say he sought the question of the warrant and the declaration that the High Court lacked jurisdiction to issue it without affording him a pro hearing. For what reason? Doesn't make sense to even a child. I dare you walk your way. Oh. Yahweh. So Or say, in Ghana, defamation of the judiciary is addressed under the border law of defamation, which aims to protect individual and institutions from false and harmful statements that damage their reputation. Whilst Ghana doesn't have a specific defamation of Judiciary Act, the existing defamation laws, including libel and slander, can be applied to cases where statements are made against the judiciary. The legal framework includes both common laws, principles, and customary laws, with the court sometimes applying a mix of both in defamation cases, particularly those involving whatever it is. It is a Ghana even defamation act and what gives you say so defame individual institution organization be a man won kwase excel who evidence to what seta I was so your punish in every extent. So where is the defamation law in this act? What was the evidence? Evidence by evidence and papa for 1% or much so moon. Say Kevin Tailor to what in the pattern. Or moon say Kevin Tailor car somewhere tia. Judicially no. After yes, I heard at someone. About me, we are not made the sorry. A chama corduma. Okay, what's say? Oh, here I was saying. Speaking against the Judiciary Act in Ghana generally involves criticisms of the Act's potential impact on independence or integrity of the judiciary. Now, Abbas, your choice say, Sauda Kasembi de Tia, a Mamrekuni no, and the one now a year Juma or Mamrekuni more. I was so who said some now wokano. Be a consequence, I was an man who in our Sabi. See a busawa one ye. Any of more contabu at the Bama court on the chair say, as my Kevin Tailor Kafa more judges for you and correct. In Ghana, there is no law. There is no law, simple. And Timiniano. The Abbasia Kenyan say, Ghana Mamrano, Yaseno, and Yajuma. Na Bawe Bresopana, a Mamrano, Ayabasa, a goo. Ghana Mamrano, Ayabasa. It will be the corruption to judiciary in this one. You need to provide the evidence. And yes, there's a maximum sentence. I was here in the Obi at the accusation to judiciary in this one. I also provide evidence. And yes, a maximum sentence. I was here in the which is equal like say, what cassette your constitution, you know? Because Obi are representative of the law. It's the same as representative of the constitution. Just how cassette it. Obi a oye representative of the law no aka say ti obi a ogina ho as the constitution body it is a one evidence not kasa asem wonyina na the corner will say human right fundamental has been breached. They should have given you a chance for yelling as an normal issue warrant. What is the sense of this? I better all video so I bet everybody knows you for insulting, attacking, defaming, and disrespecting people. Wow, yeah, what the customary laws are against that, which is 208 customary law, 1992 constitution with defamation, and the criminal defense act also against you punching hands on the judicial system, which you have done it. So what collapse here about 5 acts together? Yanyawe, yes, a cop. Yanyawe, it's munko. Na mumranja mabo munko mumwabo na muko bubu ansa one prison yi or more at home go ni nyina. They don't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be there. By what laws? Is that criminal liability law or what basis? They have to be still in prison. So Nyanum, with all due respect, thank you very much for your time. And Yamiya Duma. We will definitely meet again. We will definitely meet again with this same issue. But thank God Friday I'm off, so we can discuss this issue further. Now, as I discuss in terms of a certain nomination, yesterday and 4 days ago, I spoke to a certain person. Or contacted me a Kasafa. Now, yesterday, a Kasafa. And this person is a very noble gentleman. So on to set the party for one dear. Now or to set how he is screaming in the air. That means we can disagree to agree in some extents. And I'm hoping, say, some of the words he spoke to me will definitely be a reflector of his own attitude and ratify some of this I saw situation we are seeing on our social medias and people like Kevin Tailor and other chiefs that are participating in all these tensions. I think that we can actually conclude and accord in one section say we can agree together. Otherwise, this case can be exaggerated. As I say, I'm making a scene. A scene now creating international attention. Yes. Yes. Hey, biaya wuti din kese nyina. Obia is welcome there. Obia petition is welcome, is acceptable, and been allowed. Ne ya hwemu so. Ti so obi if you say obi nim babia, they are lying. Obi nim baby. But the only issue is we don't have the reason to petition things like that, which is happening within our own country to outside countries, which we thought once upon a time have colonized us and they have stolen our properties and stuff like that. And into the trobia, we have to keep mood and do all our own businesses. But say, who's the way ever creating maximum indiscipline amongst our laws and stuff like that, then there have to be a more mouth, a more voice, advocate in a very high tension to create awareness for other people that are concerned with matters like this to come in. It will be ungovernable. Yes. And thank you very much, people. I really appreciate your time and everything. Thank you. Bye.